Hello.
Hey.
Hey. Wait, do I have the Discord thing set up? Yeah, I do. Okay. Give me one more second. Just have to set up chat on my phone.
That's alright.
Yeah, since this game is PC, obviously I'm going to see, so I need someone else to chat.
Alright. That's how I play it as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's this is when Sega started doing more PC port stuff.
Yeah.
This game, although it did come out like a week, I think, or something after. I can't actually skip this. I never watched this because this doesn't start on launch. This little intro, it only does it if you don't do anything for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, it's just not reading my controller. Get to reset it.
Alright.
Yeah, on the PC version, for some reason, configuration stuff can get a bit wonky. There we go. There we go.
Sega.
No, not that one. I'm trying to do it on Discord. Discord won't let me stream specifically this. Yeah. Maybe screens? No. Weird. You may not be able to get a direct stream from Discord. It doesn't want to seem to bring it up.
That's weird.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second. What the fuck?
Alright.
No. Okay, you couldn't tell from here, obviously. For some reason, the A button was B and the B button was A.
Hang on a second. I did. You are still loud. Alright.
What happened?
Nons was loud and it was picking up on stream.
Oh, yeah. That happened.
Sega.
So while we're waiting, I want to clarify my opinions on this game. I do not hate it. It just does not grip me.
What is going on?
Technical difficulties.
If my controller's being weird.
Ugh. this isn't an advertising for getting a multiple bedroom apartment, I do not know what is.
Yeah. What the fuck? Why is it doing that?
What the fuck?
Why is it doing that? Yeah, no, it's like my buttons have been, like, set backwards.
Ugh. And all the while, I cannot see the actual stream. I have to watch this from Twitch.
Yeah. I'm updating the Xbox controller right now.
Ugh.
Never had to do this before.
Mm.
This is new.
Technical difficulties. Wee.
Yep. How's your day?
It's been a day.
I didn't think this would be the start of the stream.
No, neither did
I
I.
wasn't expecting to hit the A button and for it to be... It's like it's a Pro Controller all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Hmm.
I was just using this stupid thing yesterday. Let's see.
Sega.
Oh my god, it's still doing it.
Hmm. We've spent 12.5 minutes in utter silence.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I think I fixed it. I did it. Yeah, for some reason all my buttons were like reversed. It's like X was Y and Y was X, that kind of thing. Okay, let's see. Obviously you won't be able to hear. Is anything on stream? Everything working on stream?
Yeah. Aside from the usual delay.
Yeah, okay.
Really no way to get the footage.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, but the thing is that I can't seem to get it onto that's my email. I don't need to be sharing that. Yeah, no. No, nothing. The only thing that I could technically do would be to what did you say?
Are you using a second monitor?
No. My second monitor is purely for my consoles.
I imagine that might be why the limitation is there.
Yeah. At the most I could technically do would be to like open up the. No, actually, no. Yeah, no, I don't really have anything I can do about that. Anyway, this game starts with Green Hill Zone.
Yay.
To be fair, this is before it was getting. This is technically the first time they reused it in a while. Most of the sins of this game are mostly just because they kept doing the same things in later games.
Yeah. I do consider that a little bit whenever I think about why I don't really like playing this game.
This is still one of my favorite games in the series just because it's just a good game. That's what I want out of these games. It's just something fun, and it's that. Also, the fact that after the nostalgia, when I consider something nostalgia pandering, I mean I only call it that whenever it's done poorly and like overdone, which is why I don't consider this one nostalgia pandering because, well, this was the first one in a long time that did anything like that, and it was an anniversary game. Like it was literally.
By definition, it is nostalgia pandering, but again, it's an anniversary game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. That was the point. Whereas when they kept doing it, that's when it was like, okay, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, it's
I
not
do
this game's
find it
fault that they kept doing it.
I do find it incredibly strange, Classic Sonic's inclusion. And again, this might actually be because of my knowledge of what happens in retrospect, but I don't really get the I don't really understand Classic's inclusion in this game either.
Well, I mean, it's just supposed to be Sonic from before.
Yeah.
Also, this cutscene is incredibly compressed.
Yeah. It doesn't really work because of the limitations of the Unreal Engine.
Wait, stop, the game collapsed. Okay, wait, this game doesn't use Unreal.
Yeah, it does. That's the physics engine.
No, that's Havoc.
The Havoc engine.
The engine
rather.
is the Hedgehog engine.
Just the graphics engine is the...
It's nuts that this game doesn't use Unreal.
Alright.
You've said that about a lot of games that don't use Unreal.
I don't really know that much about video games, honestly.
This game does not use Unreal. And in terms of limitations, it's not a limitation, it's just how they went with the art direction for Classic Sonic.
That's the graphical engine, which is the Hedgehog engine.
Well, I don't think
Unreal
they...
is physics engine.
Well, my point saying is that I don't think it's because of a limitation. I think that's just what they went with for the art design.
My point isn't about the art design, it's about the physics of the game itself.
Oh, yeah, no, that...
is entirely different from the classics they're trying to represent.
Yeah, it is. No, it's it controls differently. The reason why I'm okay with it in this game is because it doesn't control like Classic Sonic, but unlike, say, Forces, it still controls fine.
I'd say they're on par.
No, it's not as bad in this game as Forces. And Forces actually technically is more accurate.
Still obnoxious compared to the other games. Playing them back
You
to
haven't
back.
played Forces in a while.
Uh,
Forces, you know why I know this? Because I played it recently, just before starting this marathon, and it was awful. But despite that, Forces is actually more accurate.
What? No, it fucking is.
Than this, it is. No,
to the original games.
Yeah, not that
The
it's
original-
very accurate, but it's technically more accurate than Generations, but it still controls worse. Mostly in the
No.
physics of your jumping. Whenever you jump on a bagneck, you have to actually have height beforehand to jump up, whereas in this game, it's actually a set height that you jump off a bagneck when you jump on it.
Yeah, okay. That doesn't explain why Classic Sonic's jumping is as heavy as Simon fucking Belmont.
That's what I would say. It is heavy in this. I'm saying it's heavier it feels heavier in Forces.
Yeah.
Like, trust
Stuff
me.
Like the spin dash doesn't really work well.
In this game, the spin dash is fucking amazing.
The spin dash is incredibly finicky. Sometimes you just press the button and then just go nowhere.
That's on you. That doesn't happen for me a lot. The spin dash in this game is really fun to use because since you're fucking flying, it's great.
The thing,
And also because it's on its own button, it's a lot easier to pull off in a quick second compared to, say, having to hold down.
no, whenever I do it for a quick second, it just does not do anything. This isn't a problem.
You still have to hold it for a little bit more than just a split second. It's more that you don't have to stop, go to a standstill to crouch. It's been more like the Adventure 1. I'm sorry, man. That's you.
No, it isn't. I have heard so many complaints about the spin dash being terrible in this game.
In Forces, maybe not in this. Where are you hearing that?
I keep on reading on different people's opinions about people who are used to the classic games engine that this is based off of directly.
Yeah, no, it's not accurate to the original games. It's not accurate at all. I still have it. I have way more fun with it than especially the level design. The level design's way better than Forces.
Okay. God, this is so hard.
I told you this would happen. I warned you.
I don't even hate this game, and we're just having this terrible conversation.
Well, that's because you're saying really weird things. And you're really confrontational. You're really confrontational. I'm just trying to sit here fighting crabs. How do you make them crabs?
Because they're in the first game.
I just mean Eggman in general. Like, why crabs? What inspired him?
Probably the local wildlife.
You think as a joke he doesn't actually put crabs in the crab robots? I feel like he would do that.
Canonically doesn't.
What a dick.
Just like, it's like squirrels and rabbits and shit.
Yeah, you see,
But
this
to
robot
the
gets
point,
10 miles to the squirrel.
The classic Sonic that they're supposed to be representative of the Genesis era Sonic is a complete failure at playing like Genesis era Sonic.
It is.
So its ability to pander to nostalgia of 30 years ago is honestly a failure.
I mean, that's not the only thing it does for that.
It's
And not only that,
also-
but it
it's
still has that factor of the other
strange.
games that do better at
It's
nostalgia
mentally-
pandering. It's more fun than the other ones that do
Can
it.
I finish, please?
Okay.
It's especially strange considering that Modern plays both in 2D and 3D, so it's just a weird decision.
Yeah, that one's a little bit odd. That always stuck as a bit weird. I think it's my only guess with that, since the past two games had Modern level design the way it was, they didn't want to change that up too much since that's what they were getting better at the time.
I don't know. It might be my cynical ass brain, but it feels a bit like a marketing gimmick to me.
I mean, anything's a marketing gimmick. They're at more a deep story with Frontiers. It's marketing. That's just how you make things. You're being overly cynical for no reason. A lot of these criticisms are kind of shallow. I mean, I don't like the argument of just play the game, but man, just play the game. Enjoy something.
I tried. I keep on hearing about how this is one of the best, how this was the best Sonic game in decades. And I try to play it, and also Mania, and I just can't.
Well, I'll be real with you.
When
When we've been talking about games for the past commentaries, I don't think a fact that gameplay is a big factor for you sometimes. More along the lines of things that are on the outside of it.
No, I generally enjoyed the gameplay of the games mostly, aside from 06 and Shadow. Because, good Christ.
Yeah, no, those games are awful.
But I even found Black Knight engaging with this gameplay. Aside from the boss fights, those are utter bullshit.
Sonic's always had trouble with boss fights in different games for some reason.
Of course. I'm not going to argue that Sonic is far from the best at boss fights in any scenario, but
On that topic, what do you say the best game with the best boss fights would be in the series?
Probably something of the classic eras, like
Probably.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, actually, I'd agree with that. It also has the highest number of them since it has mini bosses.
Yeah. On top of having the game being split in two.
Yeah. And in terms of the weirdest bosses, that probably still goes to Sonic CD.
Yeah. I mean, there are some things that are sort of creative that go into Sonic Speed, like that one boss fight where you fight Robotnik by maintaining your speed, and it slowly grinds down.
Yeah.
That's really creative.
And then you have Collision Chaos.
And then you have Collision Chaos.
Where it will either be quick or too long.
It's so bad.
So in this game, getting S ranks is really easy because for some reason the time bonus you get is insane.
Yeah. And again, that's another thing that I'm not really a big fan of. It's just the S ranks being absurdly easy.
Like, technically there's a harder point that if you die once, it will, no matter what, you can't get the S rank from there, but it's just, don't die. Now, compared to Unleashed, the stages, modern Sonic stages have far more, like, intricate pathways than Unleashed.
This may be me thing, but I could not figure out how to run off into separate areas in Chemical Plant without killing myself over and over.
You mean like these ones at the start?
Yep.
You just hop to the next one.
Sonic is just so heavy, I keep on missing them.
You might just not be good at these games. Like, this jump is a little bit tricky to hit it. There we go.
Again, I'm okay. I think a lot of this is the fact that I don't really play these as like switching from 2D to on rails. So I'm too used to playing 3D platformers.
I jumped there.
And expect a 3D platformer gameplay. So I never get used to using boost.
I mean, I just play as a Sonic game. I can never tell if that's because I went fast enough or the 60 FPS slightly messes with that section. Because it could very well be either. Although, I can't remember, does this game have the same issue that, or not issue, as the PS3 version of Unleashed where it's unlocked frame rate for whatever reason? I wonder. In fact, that reason is why people, before the Series X, update for Unleashed, for the longest time, the best way to play this game at Unleashed specifically at 60 was to emulate the PS3 version, since it by default had the frame rate unlocked.
Yeah. But playing it on the PS3 itself is just ugh. Yeah,
no, like, certain stages benefit from like a cool edge, but the overall frame rate dips lower, and because it also has an uncapped, it means it goes, it's like a Sonic stage, it goes up and down all around.
Yeah.
Anyway. I just love the flow that these stages have.
But yeah, it's just something about Generations and Mania that just does not grip me.
This game is also the definition of a missed out potential from a story's perspective.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything with the story here. Like, this is the one time they even talk about where they are.
Yeah, I know that going in. And I've sort of just killed the expectation of, you know, big grand stories. We're never having that since Black Knight.
I mean, we're getting that in Frontiers.
Now.
Yeah. Did you see the animation, by the way?
I was a bit into the conversation.
I'm talking over the story because I'll have to...
What story?
Yeah, exactly. But no, the animation trailer for its 2D animated short for Frontiers came out today.
Yeah, I saw it. It was great.
because it pandered to your nostalgia. It's okay. You don't have to feel like guilty about it, but it did.
Yeah.
Again, there's nothing to be guilty about with that. It's just acknowledge it. Don't be a hypocrite, or at least acknowledge that you're a hypocrite. How about we just have fun with games? Hey, Woods. Yes, I am. We're gonna get to the drawn and quartering part soon. Get ready.
My one actual valid point of criticism is completely ignored.
Well, it's not that it's being ignored. It's not really a thing you can argue with.
The spin dash being terrible.
Because I like how overpowered it is. It's fun to mess with.
I could never.
I don't think it's terrible. I think it's bad in Forces, not here.
I can never get used to the inconsistency of going to the speed of light or going absolutely nowhere at all.
I don't think it's that hard to get used to. I just
think
don't.
It's because I'm too used to the Genesis games.
I would agree with you if I also haven't played the shit out of the Genesis games before I ever actually finally could get a copy of this game. Because I had the DS collection long before I ever had something I could play Generations. So that doesn't, like, that works for you, but that's the same thing for me.
And the PS3 collection.
I didn't have a PS3 even. I didn't own Generations until 2019. Because I never had a platform that could play it until then. But I had the DS collection from when it was like 2000. When did the DS collection come out? 2010? Or no, it was before that, wasn't it?
Maybe 12.
Maybe. Point is, I had the DS collection long before I was able to own a copy of this game. The most I ever got to play it was at friends' houses.
Same here. Same here.
No. Then why are we so different in experience with it?
I acknowledge, what I've found is that, again, I feel that this is a lot of my own skewed experience. And maybe I just went in with expectations too high.
I mean, I don't think that you went in with expectations necessarily too high. I think you just went in with very specific expectations, if that makes sense at all.
Best 3D Sonic game in a decade. That's how this game was marketed to me for years before I played it. Of course I'd be disappointed at the final product.
That's fair. Admittedly, I never heard people talk about this as the best 3D game in years. I just heard people say it's a good Sonic game that's just good all around, and which hasn't happened for years. Is what I always heard described as. Since it's a Sonic game with more than one playstyle, technically, but both are just... This playstyle of Classic Sonic and Boost Sonic, despite the redundancy of the 2D sections of Boost Sonic, fit much better together than the, say, Werehog and Boost Sonic. Not that Werehog was bad. In fact, I actually learned to appreciate it a bit more in the last playthrough. I found it more fun than before. Yeah. But I still don't think it fits at all well with Boost Sonic's playstyle in terms of going back and forth. They're too different.
Absolutely. The contrast between Boost Sonic and Werehog is far and away so separate that it's not like the treasure hunting stages or even the mech stages of the adventure games.
And even then, plenty of people would also argue against those as well, but they're still better than the Werehog stages for synergy.
Yeah. But just, I don't know, I just find Classic Sonic's conclusion redundant on not only a...
I find him redundant in Forces. This is still an anniversary game, so it fits better, even though I wish it fits...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That game is the closest thing to a fucking grip this franchise has ever made.
Yeah. It is interesting that we're actually getting classic level design in... Okay, let me rephrase. Classic levels from this game in Forces and the cyberspace levels in addition to the other styles. But you're still playing it with a Boost Sonic. And from what I've heard from people playing it, like a lot of stuff so far, it works well, surprisingly, with the changes they've made to Boost Sonic in Frontiers.
Yeah, that's... I mean, yeah.
Not only that, the other thing I've been hearing with people is that other than the stages taken from Unleashed and Generations, a lot of the cyberspace stuff is either, the entire cyberspace level is 2D, or it's all 3D. Like, there's a lot of levels that are just straight up all one or the other, instead of going in between them.
No switching. Yeah.
There still are parts where it happens. There's even technically 2D sections in the even the overworld stuff, although that's more like a challenge thing starts up and you kind of do it a bit 2D, sort of. Yeah. Like, say you start wall jumping, they're all kind of in a line and the camera changes to the side, that kind of thing.
I don't really think that's a 2D thing. It's just like accommodating to be more, understandable in the gameplay style.
Well, I mean, like, I've seen the gameplay. It's like, they start up on the challenge on the like a rail kind of thing. They do a wall jump, and then all the camera turns to the side, and it looks like their control switches to 2D. Maybe it doesn't. I haven't played it, obviously.
In 5 days' time.
Oh. 5 days? I thought it was a week. Because it's...
6 days. It's the 7th, so 6 days.
Well, are you saying, like, midnight? Because it's the 8th that it comes out, to be precise. So, like, midnight on the 7th, you mean, or...?
Oh, well, I guess I was wrong on both counts.
I mean, if you're counting midnight as the 7th, then you're right.
No, I legitimately thought it just came out on the 7th.
Oh, no, it's on the 8th. I forgot about that. I mean, it shouldn't be that surprising. I forgot Sonic games tend to come out on Tuesdays. The Sonic Forces also did. I think.
That's a weird coincidence.
I mean, Sonic Tuesday.
I mean, Sonic actually did have a holiday. The release of Sonic 2 was on Groundhog Day. And
Hi, Knuckles. You get to do things in Frontiers, apparently. Supposedly.
Yeah. Grapes.
It is pretty exciting with Frontiers. If anyone here hasn't seen the short yet that came out today, look it up on the Sonic Twitter or their YouTube.
Absolutely.
It was directed by Tyson Hesse, and is that how you pronounce his name? Hess?
I think it's Hess.
Tyson Hesse?
Hess.
Tyson Hoos.
House.
Tyson Hoopla. But written by Ian Flynn, so it's good. In addition to the comic. So boss stages, the way they work in this game is once you do 3 stages, then you do a couple challenges for each stage, and it unlocks a key, and then you go on.
Yeah.
I should have been paying attention. I can't remember. Is it you do 3 challenges, or there's 2 challenges? That's a fun one. I guess it's a fun one. You have to race Knuckles while there's giant enemies. I really like the extra missions in this game.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot.
Because, okay, so if you're not going to have, like, these characters be playable, I enjoy them having little challenges to go along with. And then affecting your gameplay. That's great.
And again, despite your reservations with the physics, the thing is about Classic Sonic and its levels, in my opinion, they're still fun compared to Forces, where it's just so boring in Forces.
Agreed. I'm not going to diss the level design of this game because, like you said, it's great. No.
It's also way more dynamic than Forces.
Yeah.
Like the camera angles will change and stuff. Also, the other thing compared to Forces, this game's gorgeous.
Yeah. Good God.
Like, it's not the same level of scale as Unleashed, but I think that's more of a it's just going for something different kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, look at Green Hill here. It's oh my god.
Cool to see all of these old locations in high definition.
That's the other thing about the nostalgia pander thing with it being this doing it right is that it looks there's so much effort put into this game.
Yeah, the majority of levels are so old that they needed an updated for an HD game. So we get entirely new assets and entirely new ways to see these old places. It's really cool.
So, you might see this blank spot right here. That's because there was in the console versions, you can unlock Sonic 1 to play. And it has slightly messed up sound. Not in this version. For whatever reason. Despite that, if you can, pick up the PC version. Because mods.
Yeah.
Also, just because
I believe it's still in the game code, but just...
Yeah. But I mean, if you're on PC, you probably have better ways of playing the game.
Yeah.
You know, I think for all of these, I'll do for my one mission that I do for these, because once I beat this, I'm just going to switch back out to my actual save file I have for this game.
Yeah.
I'll do the character ones, just so we can see all the characters.
Yeah.
I always hear people complain about this mission, like, oh, it's so annoying. It isn't hard. You just time the button. But oh, like, said it again, but the extra missions in this game, like, they're so creative, too, a lot of the times. Like, they always have one, like, you know, like, some of them are a bit repetitive, like, there's always at least one, ghost race where it's just you racing against a ghost, you know, time trial kind of thing. And usually maybe a enemy defeat count or a ring count one. Which, I mean, to be fair, that's also just, they've been doing that since SA2.
Yeah.
So that's not anything new. Like, you know what? I didn't need to do it because I only need to do one mission, but I'm going to do it because there's a very fun classic mission in Chemical Plant here where you actually get to use Tails for flight.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It actually works similar to Episode 2, in fact. In terms of, you know, you hit a button and then he's carrying you around.
Yeah.
Like, this is an anniversary as fuck anniversary game, I think.
Yeah. I don't know why Amy is voiced by Minnie Mouse, but alright.
Who voices her now? Is it still the same voice actress, or?
I think it was. I think it was.
Oh, it's whatever one's in Boom now.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if that's the same one with a very different voice direction or not, because the voice direction they're doing for her is pretty much the same as Boom.
Yeah.
And character, honestly.
And honestly, Boom's direction feels much more like an older Amy, which I'm fine with.
Yeah. And I mean, I still think the best
Worked
version
much more
in
with
years
the
has been
old-
the comic, IDW comic.
It's much better than with the older sounding voice actors compared to like the 4Kids cast.
Yeah. Oh, I passed right by it. Yeah, this is one. I want to do this one.
Hi, Metal.
I mean, to be fair, in the IDW comics, they basically just combined her with Sally Acorn.
Yeah.
But it works better anyway, so I don't care. I didn't like. I'll be
Honestly, as far
Tails.
as like an older Amy goes, that's what I would sort of expect with someone so older than Sally Acorn.
yeah. You summon Tails with the press of a button.
Yeah.
Now you can't. He doesn't catch you in midair. You do actually have to summon him first and then jump into it. So you still have to like platform. He's not a safety net in this. He's a Tails. You're a tool to me.
You are a means to an end in Miles Tails Prower.
I think my favorite part about that Frontiers animation is that the fact that the same guy who made the fucking Nipple See Enchilada comic also directed that. The fact that you can look up him and Sonic on YouTube and those will both pop up. That is just really funny to me. Like, I just imagine, like, some Sega executive seeing that and going, perfect.
Yes.
I don't remember if Tails has a tired moment will get tired, but I'm not gonna risk it.
I mean, we can do it now, but alright.
No, I have to get an S rank.
That's fair.
I need it. I need validation. Oh, this game's soundtrack is... I consider this game's soundtrack the Super Smash Brothers of Sonic soundtracks.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense
I
in
wish
the
that-
slightest.
I wish that Super Smash Brothers had as much of the soundtrack for Sonic as this game.
Yeah, to be fair, they have to accommodate a lot of soundtracks.
Yeah.
That game,
Final
seriously,
Fantasy
isn't it like
has-
1,000 songs?
I think like 6,000.
I remember in the trailer it hit 900.
Yeah.
It was like a couple days worth of music. But no, like this game, I would never say this game has the best soundtrack in the series because it's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
But man, the remixes in this game are good. Cutting ahead a bit, but fun fact, in Forces, there's a Metal Sonic Force boss fight, and it actually uses a remix of the American Metal Sonic boss theme. Imagine if Forces was a good game, that would have been such a cool little detail, but it's a bad game,
Yeah.
so it's not anymore. So it doesn't count.
Horses can get Ben.
This is a fun boss fight. It's not a race like the original, it's a chase fight, but with classic Sonic.
Pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
so fun.
Like, for one, this isn't Chemical Plant for record, this is Stardust Speedway.
Yeah.
It uses elements from Chemical Planet on Chemical Plant obviously just for like money's sake. But it's almost like it almost plays like a bit of an Unleashed boss fight, but from a classic perspective.
Yeah.
Or a bit like an advanced game, I guess, if you want another example.
Yeah.
Also, it makes me realize this area in 3D kind of reminds me of Eggman Land, especially with that the Ferris wheel in the background.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Now back here, it looks more like the ending to Sonic CD,
Looks like Akira.
which probably inspired Sonic CD.
I mean, Akira is inspired.
Well, I mean,
Sonic.
the ending cutscene
It's
of Sonic
so
CD.
refreshing to see- It's so refreshing to see a Sonic CD level that doesn't make my eyes bleed.
Yeah.
Good God, that game is terrible. I
It's
love the sub stages. They're the best in the classic series. The rest of the game.
Yeah. You know what it is? Sonic CD is my most played classic game, and I agree with you on every point you say.
Yeah.
And it's
because
still
it
my
was
most played
designed-
classic game.
Because it was designed after, immediately after Sonic 1, so
Yeah.
they didn't have really a great grasp on how to expand Sonic's gameplay loop. So you had like parts where you had to stop and push fucking lines.
Yeah. And you know what? It's never been proven. There's also a weird like feeling in that game of just like someone going, I could do better than they did.
Yeah.
But no, it's my most played game for some reason. I think, you know what really helps it? Still,
It's one of the most re-released games on Steam.
I was just gonna say it has a banger soundtrack.
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah, though in my opinion, especially the Japanese one. But my god, the funk. It's so good. Although I do like the American soundtrack. I find it a little bit too atmospheric to like listen to it on its own standard, but when playing the game, it's great. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like Collision Chaos, Japan, ooh. Anyway, this mission, we find treasure with Knuckles. Like, this is such a cool idea for a mission where you're finding treasure with Knuckles.
Yeah, this is great.
I can't wait to do the one where Rouge seduces robots. The fuck was with that? I remember when this was first getting announced and announced this level, there were a lot of people, specifically on Sonic Retro, that complained that it wasn't yellow enough.
What was it yellow?
In the original game, it was more yellow.
Hang on. Hang the fuck on.
You can look it up. Tell the truth.
This is
Like, just look up screenshots of Sky Sanctuary, you'll see what I mean. And like, people were genuinely getting mad about that, saying the game was gonna suck because of it. It's like, really? Like, whenever people make fun of Sonic fans, that's why. Because y'all do that. We do that.
So it is.
Yeah. It looks fine still, but I mean,
Yeah.
people legitimately got really mad. Wait, I have all the coins I need. I don't need more. So yeah, in the special stages, I was gonna say, unlike the normal stages here, they are purely determined by your time for your ranking. May as well be like that for the normal stages too.
Yeah.
Other nice thing about the PC version, really fast load times.
Yeah.
And before we do the boss, may as well show it off. We don't get a full stage for Casino Night, just as Pinball, which was originally a pre-order bonus for the console versions, and for the PC version, they just give it to you.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with for preservation purposes. But the music for this, the remix of Casino Night is, oh my god.
Yeah.
The sax. This was used in the 3DS version. Because in 3DS version, the Sonic 2 stage is in fact Casino Night.
Yeah.
And in fact, that's why people suspect this got such a, like, the remix goes so hard is because they had an actual stage for that game. So like, you got the sax budget. But here, it's just a pinball machine. Oh, I forgot I have a boost. Oh, there goes Sonic.
Boosting in a pinball game.
You know what's sad?
What?
This controls better than Adventure. It's pinball stages. Not that it's hard, but it does.
The classic physics had to be compromised for pinball.
Again, I'm fine with the physics for classic in this game because the level design is built around it.
Again,
You don't have moments like in Forces where you go down a hill and then you can't make it up to the other side of the hill. That happens multiple times in Forces.
I'm not saying that classics physics don't work. In this
You just
game.
wish it was more accurate.
Yeah, it's not. It's just off enough to be in the uncanny valley for me.
I don't, because I think my mind's able to separate it from the classic games. You know, I don't think of it as like a poor representation. I just think of it as Sonic Generations. If that makes sense.
I think it might actually be because of the controller.
What do you
Because like you're used to playing the classic games on stuff like the on the DS, right? You didn't really play it on consoles.
I played it on the GameCube collection.
Okay, I grew up with it not only on the PS3 but also on the Xbox 360. So I think that a part of the game feel is because I used to play these games on Xbox 360 controllers, which I also use for stuff like my PC games.
I guess that could make sense, although I should note, whenever I've been playing the classic stages here, I'm using the D-pad. Although, I guess on a 360, you wouldn't really be using that, would you?
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
It might be that.
Okay, here we go. Here's the one cutscene I think is good in this game, just because it...
God, the animation is so stiff.
Yep. But no, this is the reason why I like this scene. That's right.
Take a good look at yourself, Sonic.
Dr. Eggman?
It's the last look you'll get before I close your eyes forever.
Hey!
Right here. Like, you see Sonic lean back, he's about to say something snarky, and classic Sonic just goes in.
Yeah.
Like, I like that as a, like, representation of the differences. That's funny.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. The fact that Modern Sonic's, like, taking its time to talk shit, and classic just goes in, just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
They reused this afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I think it's a... You ever heard the concept of Seinfeld's unfunny? Have you not?
No, I can't say I have.
The concept is essentially that Seinfeld itself wasn't necessarily a bad show. Had some bad people working on it, fucking Kramer. Yeah. It's not that the show was necessarily bad, but it was so influential that for people who've never seen it, nowadays go to watch it, it comes off as repetitive, you know, uninspired. Not because of its own fault, but because of...
how influential it is.
Yeah, so, like, everything's done it, and a lot of things have now done it better because they took the influence, you know?
Yeah.
Now, the doing it better part doesn't apply for the nostalgia pandering for the later games, obviously. But in terms of, like, how much it happened, maybe.
Yeah. Again, I do agree with you that a little bit of my perspective is a bit skewed because of how because, again, the distance between when this game released and when I finally got it, my perspective on nostalgia pandering had significantly soured.
You know what it is? I think... same for me, but I think in terms of things that games that annoy me, stuff like, say, bad microtransactions, games getting released unfinished, that kind of stuff, that stuff, like, eclipses my annoyance level more than pandering ever will, and I think that might be another factor.
Maybe.
I fail. Okay. There.
I do attest that this is way more creative than the original.
This has more heart.
Yeah.
That's the main thing for me. It's, you know, it has so much more soul in it.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of my most replayed games in the series, I feel. It's just really... It's a comfy game for me.
Like how SA2 is for me.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get an S. It's... I think my opinion of SA2 hasn't soured. I don't think that's the right term, but it's... dulled, if that makes sense? Because I still put, like, so many hours into that game. Like, I played the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But I can still criticize it easily. I think it's because I'm naturally easy... probably same for you. Easy to criticize things, if that makes sense.
Certain things.
Yeah. Doesn't change the fact that I'll still play the shit out of a game I like, you know, but...
Yeah.
Like Elden Ring.
For me, Silent Hill 2.
I can't believe this
I
killed
was
me.
used to the tank controls way back with the first game.
Yeah.
And then playing through the second game as well. But then I come back to it now, and it's just... Ugh.
You know what's funny? I didn't. I played games in the series and stuff before I went to the and Resident Evil 2. Before I went to the tank control, the most I played with tank controls was like RE4, and the Camera Angel really changed how that felt with that game. I never actually had a lot of trouble going back to tank control games. I actually I actually kind of liked it.
Again, I think this. I
Oh,
think
that's
this
purely
is
preference.
also-
That's just preference difference. That's totally just preference
Yeah.
difference. I'm not saying like, oh, you're wrong because of that. No, I just find it funny. I don't know why. I'm weird. I'm weird. I don't know why I like tank controls. I'm just weird. I'm a freak.
Again, it's not like I don't hate tank controls. I don't know. Something about replaying Silent Hill 2 just comes off as really stiff to me.
Did you ever try it with the
Didn't
2D
wait
control
for-
setting?
No, I didn't, because like different camera angles.
Yeah, and also, although playing games like that or the RE4 remake, I wish, no, the RE1 remake with that, it's funny how they can also trivialize the game. You know, because it's like the zombies are slow and hard to dodge around until you just go and just spin around them. You know what? Now that we've completed some stages, I can go check it out. The Skull Shop. This is what the upgrades are in this game. So you don't have any specific stats for, say, Classic Sonic or Sonic. All those are just, you know, at a set. You don't have to unlock any abilities either.
But you can purchase different skill sets and then add them to your own sort of gameplay style.
Yeah, you can only have so many equipped as well. They have a certain amount of points that they use. This one I'm going to get immediately because it's really important for me for Classic Sonic. So that was athleticism. It lets me move up slopes faster as well as move in water without any like movement penalty.
Yeah.
So it's very nice to have.
Yeah.
Here's another fun one for Modern Sonic, which is Blast Off. If you hit the boost button right as you start, you get a massive speed boost at the start. And while I'm at it, why not? There are some wacky things you can unlock. In fact, you can actually unlock a homing attack for Classic Sonic, if you know where to go.
Yeah.
Although it's not just simply buying it, you actually have to get all the red rings, and I'm pretty sure Planet Wisp, so you technically have to reach the end of the game before they let you unlock that.
Yeah.
And it takes up, like, most of your space on an equipment thing. It's good for a laugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, each Sonic has their own equipment thing you use on. Some can be used between both. I think it's green is both, and then blue is modern, and then yellow is classic, if I remember correctly. I may as well put them all in Modern Sonic here, I guess. In fact, while I'm at it, I think I still had more than enough points to get a shield. Yeah, I did. Also, hi, Omochao. It's weird. You know where Omochao first appeared?
SA2.
No, SA1. He was in the rooms that you entered to do Chow Racing.
Huh.
Like, yeah, he was in there. Because in SA1, Chow Racing was like an actual room you walked into, not just a menu. Yeah, I don't blame you. Most people don't know that's where he was, but that's technically where he actually first appeared.
Yeah.
So I bought the shield, so as you can see, I now have charges of them. Since you get two with the normal shield, I just use one at the very start and then save the one for a rainy day. Like there, that was the jump being kind of heavy.
Yeah.
This
But
level,
it's not like Sonic Forces where, again, you go up, you float a little bit, and then you drop down like a rock.
yeah.
Again, like Simon Belmont.
Honestly, you're not wrong. Although he doesn't have the strut. He needs the strut.
Yeah, he doesn't have the swing.
That's my favorite part about their inclusion in Smash, honestly, is they got the strut right.
Yeah.
They have that stick right up their ass. It's perfect. This stage is a very fun one for Classic, I feel. You make a lot of use out of those What are they? They look like dump truck or like not dump truck, like what's it called? Yeah, that thing. Oops. I ignored the obvious X button prompt and jumped down. Also, if you use mods or a couple glitches to get Classic Sonic into a 3D stage, he actually controls in 3D. And if you use the spin dash, it breaks the game. Like, it will crash. It's because I think the way the spin dash is programmed in this game, it's like made specifically with 2D in mind. And if you do it in 3D, like the way the momentum values or whatever are calculated, it just kind of breaks. The other thing that I think hurts Forces is that they took away the spin dash button. What hurt me just there is that I fell. And here's a little bell from that part of the stage.
Yeah.
Chow Day Night. Wait, is that like a nightclub for Chow? I don't know how I feel about that.
I'll just say that it's like I think it might be another casino.
Let's hope. There's a lot of casinos.
Like for betting on Chow races.
I just realized Chow Karate is basically a dogfight.
Yeah. Except instead of dogs and pets, it's alien babies. Curve this literal infant into the ground.
I mean, when they're high enough level, they can like send them flying with a punch.
Yeah.
It's great. Fuck them kids. When did they ever jump for me?
Up yours, children.
Did you hear the up and down all around? No, you didn't. Because you don't have audio. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me just stream this game specifically. I think it's because it doesn't offer a windowed mode. Or a borderless window, so it kind of be weird for my end. This is a very good PC port, but it's not a perfect one.
Yeah.
But it runs well enough. By the way, look at the character references in the background.
References.
E32, E123 Mega Road, Shadow Avenue.
Blaze Road. Chow in Space 4.
Yeah. What happened to 3? It's weird that they act like this is the first level to have it. I used it in Chemical Plant earlier.
What?
Lightspeed Dash.
Yeah.
Just like the original adventure stage, it starts up here. Damn it, a little bit too late. It's a shortcut if you can land onto that helicopter. I don't usually take this path down here, so this is something different for me.
Yeah.
Damn it! It's a risky shortcut you can take, but I like taking it. Unfortunately, if you die once, you can't take it since you don't have any boost. So you get one shot at it.
Yeah, the reason they made the Lightspeed Dash textual is because if it's not, it just sort of breaks the game.
Yeah, as you've mentioned.
Yeah.
What is she saying, the singer in this song? Like Noches. Never could tell. And now here's the famous run down the building section, which I really like how they did it here.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone for quite as long as the original, but you're still in full control. And it fits very well for a boost segment.
Yeah, I always felt that this segment in particular worked way better in this gameplay format than it did in the original Adventure 1.
Now, I don't know if you noticed it yet, but I can actually use the drift in this game.
Yeah.
Also gone from colors is the double jump.
I don't really like double jumps in video games. I prefer more intuitive.
Yeah, no, I actually kind of agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I don't hate them or anything, but I do... Yeah. I just find this level design here compared to Unleashed far more fulfilling.
Maybe it's because we don't have to explore in the daytime stages anymore.
Unless we choose to get collectibles, but it's not like we'll get a fucking wall in front of our face if we don't.
Yeah.
Hi, Cream and Chase.
Last appearance in a playable game.
Yeah, you're right.
It was scary.
It is really depressing. She used to be like a mainstay, and now she's gone.
Yeah, though she didn't do a lot. To be fair, most of those games where she was a mainstay, she was also just kind of there. Like, Sonic Advance 2 was like the one where she did a lot in the story, I guess. And even then, that game didn't exactly have a lot of story.
Yeah.
City Escape, I like this stage. It's nice.
Yeah.
I like what they do with Classic Sonics here as well. But like, out of all the stages in this game, I feel like this one and probably Rooftop Run, for obvious reasons, are the closest to the original.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly know why they want to preserve this one as much as possible.
Yeah, it's the, like, in terms of, like, adventure style, it is the... Yeah. Also, you can hit the cars now without losing speed, so destroy them. Like, it's a small thing, but seeing stuff like this recreated here in HD is just really cool looking.
Yeah.
And seeing the gun robots, too.
Yeah. Seeing all of the old robots, low poly robots being in high definition.
And the fact that the modern mix of the song... Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. So one
I think
cool... sorry,
What?
you go?
No.
No, you go first, you go first.
I was just going to say that it's that I especially appreciate this because I actually work a little bit with animation on, or like an animation in program sort of use these models
Oh, really?
extensively. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say
Also-
I actually worked on Sonic Adventure 2. You know the car? I was the one driving it.
It was me, Perry. I killed that damn
And, that's fitting, to be fair. It's Sonic. They're fast.
Yeah.
I mean, someone needs to make that, but it's Sonic and Shadow.
I believe somebody did.
Perfect.
Alright, as you were saying?
So interesting thing that starts off once you get to the modern adventure and then later boost levels. In terms of the way song remixes are, at classic stages, classic Sonic had remixes that were more close to the original sound, while modern had, more updated ones. It actually reverses starting from here. Classic tends to have different sounding music, whereas modern tends to sound closer to the original song.
Yeah.
This is not kept in a 3DS version. And the 3DS version, modern clearly has some more remix songs compared to classic. In fact, in that game, Classic Sonic's Water Palace from Rush 1, it's just straight up the exact. It's just a Rush 1 version. just like slightly more HD.
Just more high fidelity. They got
Yeah.
the master tapes version of
They got Hideki Naganuma himself to do it. By the way, let him do another soundtrack. Also, this car is really angry in this game.
it. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you noticed the
Well,
saw
like-
blades.
It's little things like this, and like stuff like how close the gun truck gets, that really make up this game. Is how they tweak these old levels that
Yeah.
we're so used to.
Like they said, this game has so much love put into it.
Yeah.
But you know what? It does also explain some things, because after this game is where most of the level designers left.
Yeah.
And it shows. So for classic Sonic's City Escape, he has a bit of a unique gimmick going on with his, in that his truck is on his ass a lot. Oh, Challenge Space 2. Wait a minute. The last stage, Speed Highway, had Challenge Space 4. Oh my god, it got remade. They're already remaking them.
They skipped Challenge Space 1.
Oh no, that will come later. That will be Challenge Space DX.
Wait, Challenge Space 3 was an actual animation, so that's why there's. But that came later.
No, my joke is that because the last one came first, this means that in fact they actually remade them. Okay, so we're gonna get Challenge Space 2 Battle, Challenge Space DX, Chao Heroes.
Which will be as terrible of a remake, and it'll be the Star Wars or Special Edition version. Of Challenge
This time the
Space
Chao is played by Will Smith. I don't know. No, Scarlett Johansson.
1. They got Keanu Reeves and Robert Pattinson to play the Chows at the same time.
But not Shadow.
But not.
So yeah, instead of just a piece of metal, Classic Sonic gets, or actually that was an actual snowboard this time. But Classic Sonic gets a skateboard, and if I remember correctly, you can unlock this as a normal power-up.
Yeah.
I really like it. Fits the 90s aesthetic for Classic Sonic, I feel. Making it a skateboard. Help! Help! Help!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, this stage is a lot of you going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
the gun pilot is the speed running.
Look at this.
Crew for the NES.
Ah! I just love how it crashes into the screen.
Yeah.
This is gonna be. No, it's probably gonna be about as long as Colors was. Bat the Rogue.
Thanks, buddy. The thing that's
Why was Cream in
like
Speed
nothing
Highway?
I've ever seen before. Watch out. Come to think of it,
I guess
you're nothing like the
because
Sonic I've seen before.
Cream was in Sonic Adventure EX, and thus now is a part of that game's story too.
I guess. Also, nice touch is the fact that you have a specific menu song for each stage when you're in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you here, Revit? Honestly, I would have had Omega there in place of Gamma. Also, just because I like Omega more. I want Omega. Give me Omega. So this is the waters.
Having Omega there would actually be really fun. I mean, I get that they would choose to have him here in Seaside Hill instead, but
Yeah.
it would be cool, like, you know, because Gamma was there originally, but Gamma's gone.
So, fun thing with this stage, if you have the bubble shield,
It's a joke.
No, not that. If you have the bubble shield and you take the right shortcut, you can break the level. Like, you can skip... I don't remember where it is, so I won't be doing it here. But you can skip a loading trigger, and the rest of the level will be invisible. like the physical, like, hitboxes will still be there, and, like, the enemies will just be floating. But the actual, like, stage design and stuff will be invisible. It's great. But as you can see, because I have athleticism, I'm not reacting to the water much.
Yeah.
Very nice to have.
Very.
Oh, okay, I got it. Ow. This game's pretty.
It is very pretty.
Okay, not quite as grand as Unleashed, but it's still so good looking.
Yeah.
How is it that Forces, despite being on a PS4 and Xbox One, looks so much more bland?
Lack of budget, because again,
Yeah.
they put all of their ducks into Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Sonic Bam. This is part of the level, by the way, that if you skip the right part, this is invisible. I don't know why I decided that would be a good idea. Wait, no, I want to go up there. I can't go up there. They also incorporate sections from other levels in the game that aren't in here into different stages, just to reference them.
Like, this one is clearly referencing Hydrosity.
Yep, Hydro City.
Potato, potato.
Fine.
I love that both pronunciations are canon.
Yeah. It's like arguing between GIF and GIF.
Yeah.
Like, if you hear someone say it one way, even if you agree with them on the pronunciation, you have to take the other side. Someone has to. It's law. Like, if you said Hydro City, I would have said Hydrosity.
The P in JPEG stands for photographic. I don't recall anybody pronouncing it as JPEG.
J Melprick.
What?
That was such a cutoff. Huh?
What?
This is actually one of my favorite modern stages in the game. You have a lot of, like, different paths you can take in this stage.
Like the water.
Yeah, hurdle.
You can choose your own death.
Yeah.
You have a boost.
It just sucks that they got the level design so well in this game for modern, and then they didn't do an original game with this level design style.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a future if that happened.
Yeah.
We were this
I would
close to
actually
greatness.
be much more- yeah, I would actually be much more positive towards this.
If it wasn't a sign of things to come and just a fun anniversary game.
Yeah.
Because it still is that, it's just... It sucks that this was also the blueprint they took for the next decade.
Yeah.
And they also, and they also did it worse every time.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be one thing if they kept doing the same pandering over and over again, but at least the games were all the same quality, but they weren't.
Yeah. I'd still bitch, but
Oh, yeah.
at the same time, I'd have much less to, like, stand on.
At least we'd still have fun games to play.
Yeah. Honestly, I would prefer being absolutely blasted on the internet for being the only one that's just cynical that everything is the same now. Because at least I'd understand that, yeah, the games are great. And I don't really have that much of a reason to complain.
Oh, by the way, I was thinking about how I would do, Turtle!
Thorthel.
I I didn't know I could stop here. Hi everyone. I wanted to talk to you today about a very important topic. I didn't know I could stop there.
I love how I'm watching this from the stream, so it's all delayed. So when I finally got it.
Ooh, but like, there's that entire car path up top that I didn't take there. And instead I'm going down here. I fell. Okay, different path this one now. This stage is massive.
Yeah.
Like, the stages are technically shorter than they were in Unleashed, but they're more dense. You know,
I really appreciate that.
honestly, that's more like the adventure games and the classic games.
Yeah.
Like, there's just more depth to them. Damn it. This... Yeah, you can only have one chance to get that one before the spikes come out. I was supposed to helmet attack into that, but that works. Like, there's more actual platforming than modern stages, comparatively.
Yeah.
Than Unleashed, I mean. The control's also better in 3D in general. Also, I like how whenever you do the tricks and you do the finishing trick, it's always the adventure pose.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
I don't know if you knew this, by the way. That pose is really hard to do in real life. Shockingly enough.
I can do it.
Do it right now.
Okay.
Hey, Golden. You never
There.
played anything after Adventure 2 besides Mania, huh? Did you do it?
So I think we've pieced together more of what's happening.
I'm just waiting to
Yeah.
hear a loud crash in the background.
I just did.
Okay. I was just expecting to hear like a loud crash and like just things breaking and falling.
I used to do that. I used to do that pose all the time.
Leaving the area
But I don't know.
and
My
stimulating
lack of
the
exercise
right
means my
rhythm.
hip hurts a little
When
bit.
the Sonics accelerate through time, they fix space, returning color.
Oh, you were that kid.
Yeah.
Then I guess we
I was
go
that
around
kid
like
too.
There's no tomorrow, or there won't be a tomorrow.
I would just parkour over the guide rails along the different districts of my middle school.
If you could, would you wear soap shoes?
Yes.
It's like, you think I wouldn't now?
You think I wouldn't now?
Guards.
I have confessed to wanting replica shadow shoes, man. Soap shoes are not a biggie.
So if they have them in Sonic the movie 3, would you, and they like also re-release them, would you buy it?
Authentic shadow shoes?
Either that or maybe authentic Sonic soap shoes too. Either one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you would be conflicted because like, I want to wear them, but I can't. I can't sully them.
Grinding on rails would be a pain in the ass.
He started his really cool manga called Bleach. Wow. Wow. It gets better and then worse. I like this part at the start of the fight.
Yeah. I fell off from the anime because Netflix did not have anything beyond season 2.
I fell off after they saved, what's her name? Rukia, after because I got boring. This is a really cool fight.
That part.
So, as this fight, on the fight taking place on the Ark, what it is, it's a race between you and Shadow to collect these energy orb things.
Yeah.
What is this music playing, by the way, in the background? Like, what are the lyrics? Yeah, I got it. It's the same exact music played in the original fight.
I feel that I know that there are lyric guides, and that's actually how I realized that White
was about how Shadow trying to kill his sense of morality.
Yeah. I think this is actually something similar. Not to that necessarily, but like about it. So I got it. So now we have Live and Learn playing, and I get to beat the shit out of Shadow. I don't even think this is a remix. I think it's just straight up the original. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Complaining. The original is perfect cheese.
Yeah. I do love how you finish the fight by literally draining him of all of his rings and then hitting him.
Like this?
Yeah. There's not a lot of character boss fights in the series that are based off, like, hitting them when they're out of rings, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I guess because then it'd be a 2-hit fight instead of a 3-hit fight.
Yeah.
Get dunked on, Shadow. I do love that the dramatic music just goes straight into... What do I want to do for my mission? I'm not going to do Espio, but actually, I remember the Espio mission. It's actually not that fun. So, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to just do a boring, like, race one, though, at the same time. Is there a classic for this? Oh, yeah, here's one. Run from the cops. Golden.
Oh no, they learned that classic Sonic was played by Jaleel White. We can't have him get arrested.
Oh my god. He already got arrested. He was an abuser, remember?
Jaleel White?
Yeah, look it up. He got arrested for that. He was a wife beater.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oracle.
He was did I do that? I feel bad. I'm taking that joke from a different commentary channel I watched. When that same exact topic came up. In fact, it was in a Sonic Generations commentary now that I think about it.
Yeah. That hasn't stopped us before.
Yeah. That's why when people say they want him to be in like Sonic Prime because the different dimension thing, I'm on the one hand I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. On the other hand, I'm like, ew.
It's like learning that's like learning Mr. Mosby accidentally killed a person that was a drunk driver.
What about Prindle? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was terrible.
No, okay. For as shitty as a lot of child sitcoms are, Prindle to this day is one of the funniest things.
Do you want to listen to Am or Foom?
Why don't we relax? Turn on the radio.
I feel bad. He was the best part of that show.
Yeah. Although
He
that
was the
actually
Squidward of that
by
show.
far-
He was the Squidward.
Yeah, he was the best part of that show by far. Although that was actually before he played Mr. Mosby. But the Red Ranger doing tax evasion, that's real.
That's just a funny sentence. Oh, this is a funny one. So this mission, enemies move at double speed. Look at him go.
Oh.
I like how they're just spinning. Oh, they also fly away faster, look.
Oh, there we go. Back to Crash Bandicoot, I guess.
Honestly, since you're already kind of fast, this isn't really that much harder.
Yeah.
But like, I like this. It's more interesting than the extra acts of Unleashed or Colors, I feel. These
Yeah.
missions. Ow! So yeah, unlike Unleashed, also, if you get hit once, you run out of all your rings.
Yeah.
That was very dicey. I got shot. Sonic got shot. Oh my god. So one thing I always notice about this game, the rings look slightly darker. That's all I have to say.
Much more bronze than they are gold.
Yeah. Go, Sonic, go. You can also, change the music in any stage once you unlock a track, so you can make any stage play any music. The only problem is that a lot of the music choices for every game in the series has always been perfect, so I never want to change it.
Yeah.
Like this stage, I would never change City Escape.
Absolutely fucking not.
Moving too fast. By the way, I like how the Chaotix Detective Agency ad is like the magnifying glass. Are you sure you want to know? Like, what the fuck? Oh, I got Palm Tree Panic song as a song.
Does it clarify which version?
I didn't check fast enough. Oh, I can check right here. It's just gonna be there on one song. Let's play a fun song. Let's play Palm Tree Panic. By the way, this is the one where the robots want to fuck Rouge the Bat.
That piece of junk robot
Yeah.
is no match for my charms. Use the wire button. Those enemies with
This is why you do not install Eve in there.
This is a weird mission.
Yeah.
Sonic.
You like shoot a love beam and then they don't block with their shields anymore.
Leads to me.
Oops. You know what happened there?
Leads to me.
I temporarily went into Unleash mode and hit the boost button to homing attack. They're not in that. They've separated them again.
To me.
Which is better, because it means you can homing attack without, you know, flying off the stage by accident. Which is, surprisingly enough, a useful thing to be able to do. So yeah, every time you defeat one of the egg pawns, they, and part of the stage gets brought back. Okay.
Sonic.
Okay, Rouge, make them horny or whatever. Hurry.
Leads to me. Sonic.
Oh my god.
Leads to me.
Thank you. I don't know if the stage music is fitting or not. I haven't decided yet.
Sorta.
I mean, it's a tropical level, so.
Yeah.
Here goes. Leads to me.
It's interesting that Sonic Frontiers is gonna have the drop dash from Mania.
Leads to me.
I mean, again,
Drop dash to work.
wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know how the drop dash
Here
works
goes.
In at all in any game?
in any game.
Yeah, you jump and then you hold the jump button again.
I have to hold it as I hit the ground.
Leads to me.
You hold it in the air before you hit the ground. Yeah.
All right.
You know it's working because he does like a special animation in the air, so you know that he's doing it right.
Here goes.
That's a very loud sound. Wish I could hear it.
Sonic.
I mean, I am listening to it with the audio. With it.
Oh, yeah. But no, I've heard from people that it's fun to use, like, going up a mountain in Frontier, since you can't just boost up mountains very easily, but if you time it just right, you can kind of Skyrim your way up a mountain. It also breaks Sonic CD. Because in Sonic CD, you can use that to time travel really easily.
Yeah. I skipped Sonic Origins. I already owned the Ultimate Genesis collection. I still have it to this day.
I wanted to be able to play the classic games on the Switch. And also,
Fair.
you know, you can't play S3 and K together on that collection.
Yeah.
I still don't know why that game doesn't let you. That's so dumb.
Especially considering that buying them singularly, this is by the same developers
Yeah.
that ported these. You can, if you bought them separately, then you can pair the games together with not only Sonic
Even on the Wii, you
3,
could do
but
it.
also Sonic 2.
You can even on the Wii, you could do it.
Really?
Yeah,
Did not know that.
pretty sure you could. But yeah. And also, in terms of like being able to play a widescreen version, I also still have Sonic 3 Air, so really cool boss fight.
Yeah.
This is actually what they originally wanted Chaos to look like on the Dreamcast,
Yeah.
but system limitations.
I stand by that this is the better Perfect Chaos model.
Yeah, I mean it's technically like as you truly imagined it.
Yeah. The definitive version of
Also, they do
Perfect
the eye thing from the intro, which is cool.
Chaos. Yeah.
And it's just also cool seeing a thing that Sonic originally needed to be Super Sonic to fight, just doing it on his own.
I mean, he's outrun a black hole at this point. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Also, this Open Your Heart remix.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it still has that same issue that the original game had, where it switches from Open Your Heart to that other song near the end.
Yeah.
That's
It
if
would be the other way around.
like if you noticed whenever I played Adventure 1, I had a mod that reversed that.
Yeah.
And I think it's so much better. It's so Open Your Heart works so much better as the final song.
Yeah. It's like having the BioWizard play Live and Learn than when you actually play as both Sonic and Shadow.
It plays supporting me.
Yeah.
Although, admittedly, that would still be a better song than the one that plays for here afterwards.
Yeah.
Did you know that supporting me is actually in Forces?
Really?
Yeah, it's in the Shadow episode. All of the Shadow stages in the three I can't speak. The three Shadow stages and that DLC are they all use Shadow remixes. Like one is Westopolis, another one's supporting me. I can't remember what the third one is though. But like all new remixes for each stage.
I never noticed.
Yeah, they also more or less get his character right in those episodes, in that little episode. There's not a lot to it, they don't do a lot, but compared to,
Okay, I'll say this. The banter between him and Team Dark is great. Top tier. Absolute best.
no, the problem is that they don't do anything.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say writing. The problem is not the writing, it's that they don't do anything.
On screen.
Yeah.
Off screen, Shadow murdered Infinite's entire extended family and took them down and called him weak.
But the main thing he took offense to was being called weak.
Yeah.
Hi, Mocha.
And in retaliation, he decided to bully Sonic for some fucking reason.
Thank you for the bits, Mocha. Sorry if I'm not responding to the chat as easily, since I have it on my phone right now. It's not as immediately, like, I can't immediately look at it as easily.
You mean
Yeah.
you're doing great Sonics? Right. I may never get used to that.
You know what also weirds me out is complaints about not being able to play another Sonic game, playing another character, like multiple characters in a Sonic game. You know what our solution is? 2 Sonics.
Yeah, no. Well, okay, that didn't start with this, though. That technically started with Unleashed, where it's like, no, you're not playing as two characters. They're both Sonic.
Yeah.
We need that emerald.
Well, the main issue with the multiple playstyles was never that they were different characters. It was just
Bring that chaos emerald
they weren't
back,
fun.
just like you brought
In a lot of the games where they had multiple characters, like 06 being the prime example.
all 7 emeralds.
Then again, not a lot of 06 was fun in the first place. Anyway, point is, just make them all fun.
Have your work cut out for you.
SA2 made them all fun, at least in my opinion.
I like I just don't like the treasure hunting stages. I like the mech stages well enough. I find the level design for the hunting ones just a little bit too maze-like for their own good at times.
Especially towards the latter, but like those early hunting stages.
Yeah, no, I find them fun. They got too big. They went way too big.
Yeah. It should be small but dense.
Yeah. Like, that's why despite them being stupid easy, I still kind of prefer the Adventure 1 hunting levels, just because they didn't take a year to explore.
Yeah.
I don't know why I hit yes to that. Oh boy! Also, this remix is also very good. The violins in this remix, oh my god.
Yeah.
This game in general really likes its violins, actually. Which is fine, because that's one of my favorite instruments, so... I played it in high school.
But yeah, I never noticed the Shadow remixes in the episode Shadow.
I'll be playing it for the playthrough here, so you'll be able to listen to it. Also, because that'll be on the PS5... Where'd my homing attack go? Where's my homing attack? Slither, where's my homing attack?
It took me a while after you experienced that because,
yeah,
I
delay.
watched through the stream, yeah. you just take me, sweet death.
But, like, look at this. It's actual platforming.
Yeah. Gameplay that is good.
Good. Why can't they do this anymore?
You know,
Uh-oh. I did that wrong. I did that wrong. I was supposed to jump.
oh.
I'm supposed to have confidence in my boost. I didn't believe in the boost and the boost. I'm losing it. But yeah, Golden, you should pick this game up. It's real good. It's like $20 by default, and it goes on sale a lot of the time.
Yeah. I got this for $4 plus DLC.
I mean, technically, you can't not get the DLC, but it's just the Casino Night pinball. But, I mean, it has funky jazz.
Yeah.
And can you really put a price on that? It's funny, it actually calls itself the Sonic Generations Collection on Steam, for some reason. If you have a Series X console, it's worth playing on there, because it also got a 60 FPS boost.
Nice.
A PC version's still better overall, just because... Well, actually, just mods, but it's also 4K on Series X.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn it! I get a little overzealous. Because I know I can do that.
I'll say unfortunate truth. I fell off this game after Chemical Plant.
Oh wow, you didn't play a lot of it.
Yeah, I admit. I played it a little bit and it just didn't. Going through the stream was actually encouraging me to give this game a chance.
Yeah, no, it's still like, nostalgia pandering aside, it's still a very fun game. It's just, it's like I said, I like it because it just makes my brain feel good. It's got good music, it's got good...
Feel the funny chemical.
Yeah, the Chemical Plant. What do you think they were making? Serotonin. It's purple.
So it's the chemical plant.
Also, unlike Unleashed, you can actually play this with a D-pad. Even in 3D sections, technically.
Yeah. I don't know why you would play in 3D section with the D-pad. That's masochist classic.
Yeah. I should say, by the way, despite how weird it is that you still have the 2D stuff as modern Sonic, this level design for 2D Sonic is also better than I'd say Rush.
Yeah. Again, I felt that classic was unnecessary, not modern's
Yeah.
2D.
I mean, I also go back to play Modern way more than I do Classic in this game, despite liking Classic in this game.
Again, yeah.
His levels are... Modern's just more exciting, too, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Ah! Tornado's carried a car.
The family of 4 has returned.
Oh, Bird!
Oh, hello there, Bird.
Fuck you, Bird! Well, I was barely off an A rank. Look at that.
Damn. That hurts.
I want to see how hard it is to get a D rank in this game. Like, how much time do you... Because the only thing it scores you on, in fact, is if you died, time, and rings. And even then, you probably won't see the ring score. Oh, wait, I have to do the
died
classic
exactly
version.
7 times in Chemical Plant and got a B.
Yeah, no, it's just weirdly lenient.
Yeah.
I really like this mix of Crisis City, too. I think the best part about the classic music is that it sounds different, but it's not like they try to go for fake Genesis twang. It's still, like, good. Compared to, say, Forces. Like, it's more like the beat and stuff sounds more like a bit more like a classic Sonic game might, in comparison. Bit of Sonic CD in there. As opposed to just trying to, like, be bad Genesis music.
I don't even compare it to Genesis music. It sounds like putting dentist tools through a synthesizer.
God. I mean, the worst thing about it is that if you've ever heard this description, it sounds like what the sound designers for Sonic, I forgot the composer, specifically said they made sure not to do. Which would sound like a Genesis game. Because the thing is about the Sonic, all the Sonic games is that they don't feature Genesis twang for the most part. Like, they avoid it. And Forces is all full of it. Despite being a game from 2017.
I guess if Michael Jackson was your console's musical fidelity, then I think it's time for a fucking change.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about the fact that was finally confirmed because Yuji Naka just went, oh, they took out the Michael Jackson music. Like, that has been a rumor for decades, and then he just comes and goes, oh shit, they took out the Michael Jackson shit.
We have interviewed so many of Michael's composers, including the guy who wrote Hard Times, and they're like, yeah, it's an open secret. They fucking...
I just find it so funny. Like, it's always been pretty obvious, but it still was never said out loud, and that's what was always the mystery. And then Yuji Naka just over here like, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm salty about balance, so I'm gonna complain.
I mean, it is weird that they got to be able to use Smooth Criminal, which is a song that wasn't included on Sonic 3 Knuckles.
Wait,
like a TikTok. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
His confusion was like, if they could just use Smooth Criminal.
Oh, here's the end of the stage, by the way.
Might ditch all the...
Here's the end of the stage, and there it goes.
Goodbye.
This is one of my favorite parts of the stage, just the fact that they fucking... that tornado's carried a signpost.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, this stage doesn't make any sense why it's here, because of time travel, but I don't care, it's fun. They made it fun.
Yeah.
And, like, the missed opportunity isn't the fact that they ignored how that game ended. The missed opportunity is they didn't make any jokes about it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear people make jokes go, like, I don't remember any of this. You know, just have Sonic standing there looking at it and go, yep, I don't know what any of this is. Or, like, you save Blaze after this. I want her to go, like, where am I?
But no, she's like, it's been a while since I've been here.
Yeah. I almost have to wonder if the joke is the fact that they don't acknowledge it.
At that point, it's a joke on us.
Yeah. Like, this game was also a budget game, technically. It released at $50 instead of $60. Which is still not as bad as Forces being at $40. But
Yeah.
that was mostly just because of length as opposed to quality. Okay, maybe it was intentional. I hope you can keep this slip up just between the two of us, okay? Maybe they were acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Rooftop Run. Not very old when this game came out, but oh my god, this stage in Generations. The music, too. Instead of a guitar, it's a violin, and oh... Oh, it still has a guitar, actually. It adds a violin, I should say. Or a piano. I forget. It's good. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah. How the balloons work, I kind of wish that all of the enemies worked.
Yeah. This is, again, shorter stage than the Unleashed version, but there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
By the way, look. Kind of looks like... no, wait, no, this isn't the right room. There's a room in here in these little sections, I think I actually passed it, that you can head into, and it's clearly Pickle's, like a little study.
That's really cool.
Ah! You were just waiting for whatever happened, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just waiting for Sonic to get fired.
I'm okay. No, I want to go in here. Yeah, instead of Unleashed where you have to do the bright button press for the cannons, you just pick what direction you want to go.
Yeah.
You can get a big trick score in here. If I didn't mess it up. I actually prefer the camera angle for this part compared to Unleashed. It's not as long, but they give you like a more of a just straight up looking down from how high up you are look.
Yeah.
There's also more color.
Amazing.
There's so much more color in this.
Yeah. And with how recent Unleashed was, you can tell that they used a lot of the old assets.
Oh, for sure. Also, you can tell the drift's different because I can actually drift there and make the turn.
You're hugging the opposite wall.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I that happens. I just happen to hit the rail. I'm gonna go this way. I never go this way usually. Does it? And now we're at the final part. Okay, Almachow, shut up. Sadly, unlike the original stage, you can't get up to like 1,000 rings. So you think it's Eggman piloting it, or the little robot guys?
Yeah.
I
think it's one of the little robot guys.
Yeah.
We'll meet Eggman later.
One thing I kind of... Also, why is Vector here? Like, it was a stretch with Cream, but at least she was in the DX version of Sonic Adventure 1. Vector had nothing to do with this game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got every red ring.
Honestly, I think that.
I forgot it. I got every red ring in that run. I didn't even realize.
Oh my god, yeah, really.
Holy shit. I played that stage a lot. I didn't realize I played it that much. I wasn't even trying to do that.
That's awesome.
I got a new skill. Whenever you get all the red rings in a stage, your unlock is a new skill, which is also a very cool thing to unlock, I think. What was it I unlocked? Trick Mastery. And these are more worth it. That's an expensive one. The only sad thing about playing this game is that I know what I have to look forward to afterwards.
Yeah.
Also, to do a faster spin dash, you still tap it, not just hold it. You'd think it would just be hold, but it's actually still tap-based.
Yeah. I mean, that's what people are used to.
Yeah. I love how in Generations, it's like it's like this was during a festival or something. Almost. You know what my headcanon is now?
What?
The time and place that this is, like, captured from is right after the end of Sonic Unleashed, where they had just saved the world, and they're celebrating. That's my headcanon now.
Yeah.
I think it fits.
Fits. Yeah, that's why Vector's there.
Why? He's on vacation?
He's on vacation, he's part of the celebrations.
What? Where's Charmy?
Yeah, SVO's taking care of him.
You make it sound like they're like like their parents.
I mean, the head canon for a lot of Sonic fans is that Vector is Charmy's dad.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Found family.
Yeah.
James Gunn.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Honestly, James Gunn Sonic Chaotix series sounds actually really fun.
Yeah. I mean, the joke is that he does nothing but found families. The only thing is that compared to a lot of other things in Hollywood, he does them way better.
Yeah.
I think the secret is that, and again, it's a very simple thing, he just makes sure they're likable characters. So you're happy that they find each other, you know?
Yeah. Even if they are objectively terrible.
Yeah. I like Suicide Squad, that was a good movie.
Suicide Squad was fun.
Yeah. Sorry, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, we don't know who those other guys are.
Captain Boomerang, who? That death made me sad. Like, it was funny, but I was sad.
Which death?
Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang died?
Yeah, in the Suicide Squad. You not seen it?
I think I watched the latter half of it.
You know, he's one of the characters that dies at the intro. Yeah, he dies smiling. Like a helicopter goes into a bunch of trees after the weird orange lady jumps onto it, and it sends shrapnel into him. And that knocks him down, and then he sees Harley, and the helicopter's like crashes into him as he's smiling at her. And like she's actually sad about it. Like they do acknowledge that. I mean, that movie's impressive enough for the fact that it made me care about Rick Flag, who was in the first movie. Like that took skill.
Yeah, Rick Flag was such a nothing character in the first one.
And then in Suicide Squad, you just you get mad at Peacemaker for doing it.
Yeah.
And I love.
Peacemaker was great.
Yeah, I was about to say, and that's my favorite scenes from Peacemaker, the show, is him just crying in bed going, I killed Rick Flag, I'm an asshole. It's also why I think of the two most prominent wrestler turned actors so far, between Cena and Dwayne Johnson, I feel like Cena's a better actor.
Although I do feel that, personally, I feel that Dwayne Johnson just hasn't had enough parts.
Yeah, that's a good factor. He hasn't had a lot of dramatic emotional stuff.
Yeah.
Although
he's just been mostly typecast as, he's the guy.
Yeah, although if hearing about the production of Black Adam's anything to go by, he actively only wants to do those roles. Like, I heard that there was some, like, contractual obligation for Black Adam that, like, his character couldn't lose a fight. Which, again, and then I compare to Peacemaker, where his character is crying on a bed.
Yeah. Like, I'm thinking Moana and the Jumanji movies. That's where, we really see Dwayne Johnson's talents as an actor.
I like Jumanji.
Yeah.
Again, not the greatest thing in the world, but it was a fun movie.
Yeah.
That's all it was trying to be. It was also one of the few good video game movies that actually used that to be funny. I feel like, anyway.
Thanks, Sonic.
Yeah.
You know, I I got a hunch someone or something is controlling
It's
that
if Spy Kids 3 was good. Tell me I'm
Oh
wrong.
my god, yes, it is.
Tell me I'm wrong. God, I almost got every red ring here, too.
It's if Spy Kids 3 wasn't a worse Shark Boy and Love Girl.
Worst stage in the game. I don't really like the remixes either. I like what they tried to do here with Classics remixes, because it almost sounds like a Sonic CD Bad Future song.
Yeah.
I just don't like how it sounds. I don't think it's bad. It's nothing compared to like Forest still has worse music, I think.
Absolutely.
I like the concept more than the execution.
Yeah.
Which is your opinion on Classic in this game. Anyway, the main gimmick of this stage. Spike. Wisp? No, Spike.
Spike.
You only get one Wisp per Sonic type. Another slightly annoying thing is the fact that, you don't get a bar telling you, even as Modern Sonic, you don't get a bar telling you how much more Wisp power you have.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Oh, the other problem with this stage, and for both of them, they're really long. Like, seriously, these are long stages.
Metroid Prime Spider Ball.
Yeah? I don't know. Ow. Oh, it's a bit faster.
Yeah.
And technically it's not Metroid Prime, it's Metroid 2, excuse you.
Who actually played the original Metroid 2?
I did.
God have mercy on your soul, man.
It's not that bad. You don't have a map, but unlike Metroid 1, the areas you have to explore at any one time are, like, so much more limited. Ring! I don't need them in any slight. I'm gonna delete the save file afterwards, but I want it. I need it. It's like how you still go for an S rank even if you're not gonna keep the save file.
Yeah.
I didn't need those. Well. Now what?
Don't do it, Jaleel. That joke would have been much better if it the delay.
I can't remember. If you make any jokes, make sure to say it like a couple seconds in the future.
I know.
You just gotta believe.
I gotta believe.
Man, I want a proper rapper game worked on by Hideki Naganuma. Don't act like it would be great. It'd be funky as shit. I would love to hear a collaboration between the two, actually.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Maybe I should have grabbed the Wisp.
Oh, and the other thing I hate about Classic Sonic in this game, one that I feel is much worse than this spin rolling.
Yeah, no, it doesn't pick up momentum. It's a bit awkward.
Well, it's so weird because the way rolling works in the original games is so easy. Turn off the speed cap. Is that so hard?
Yeah. Like, if you roll down a hill in this game, you won't pick up any speed.
Yeah.
The stage is still going, by the way.
4 minutes.
It was worth it. Fuck you. What the? Yeah, the music tells you when it's about to run out. The thing is, though, is that the music only changes when it's about to run out.
Yeah.
No, my rings. My rings. Also, I think it's just a bit awkward to control Spike without a double jump. Another thing is that in the Sonic Colors, you just kind of went left to right on a wall pretty smoothly. In here, they actually kind of mimic you bumping up and down with the spikes, and it's a little awkward. Spin. What the? Did you see that? I spin? Go, Sonic, go!
Go.
I think we're almost at the end. Never mind. Spike! Oh,
Yeah.
I got an S!
Yay.
That is how easy it is to get an S in this.
So I'm just going to have to sort of read the room with the audio in order to make jokes.
Yeah, so if you hear me scream, assume something funny happened. Again, I don't like the remix much, but god, this stage is so gorgeous at the start.
Yeah. God, the resolution was so bad on my end, though.
I should have the resolution at 936p, I think.
It just crunched up at the beginning of the moment I saw grass.
Dang. To be fair, that's probably bad on bitrate right there.
Yeah.
A lot of detail.
I'm watching this in full screen, so...
I have my bitrate at like 50 kilobytes, I think. Admittedly, this is kind of what I wish the Colors Ultimate looked like.
Yeah.
Bit of a pipe dream, but my god, imagine if it did.
Fucking looked like.
But that would have been a full-on remake. Not a remaster, sadly. Ah, I am bleeding. By the way, this is the last 3D section of the level. From here on out, it's just Rocket!
This is Sonic Colors after all.
To be fair, true. I died. Say something funny, hurry!
Oh, shit.
Is that Sonic's new death cry in Frontiers? Ah, shit. Hit the thing.
Hit the thing.
Ow.
Oh, God. No, the vicious cycle.
It never ends. Yeah, you might notice I don't have nearly as much, like, muscle memory with this stage in comparison to the other ones. That's because I don't play it as much. Damn it. This might sound weird. Maybe because I'm more used to it, I actually find the 2D control and colors to be better than here. I don't think it's because it is. I think I'm just more used to it. Oh wait, there was 3D right here.
Oh. That's a shocker.
That it is. So in the DS version, a 3DS version, I mean, of Generations, the colors representation is specifically for the mobile DS version, and it is Tropical Resort. With the Wisp being the Burst Wisp for Classic Sonic, and the Cyan Laser Wisp for Modern.
Unlocking the Wisps makes them a PNGs in this one too.
I don't really think this is what they meant for me to do with this. Man, Sonic fell like what he should have fallen whenever he did that. Like, that was more realistic. See, guys, they finally figured out physics. I keep doing it! It's one thing to make a mistake, it's another thing to do it 3 times in a row. Got time just right. Just right. Just right. Just right now. Just now! What are you saying? I just hear you in the background slightly just whispering something.
My mind went to Bob Ross.
Oh, okay. I thought you were chanting like a demonic summoning spell or something. Now I'm thinking about Bob Ross, like, teaching people how to summon Satan. I'm gonna paint a happy little pentagram right here. Make sure to use fresh goat's blood. People say chicken, but if they do, they're just a cheap ass. Coming soon to PBS. It sucks how much his family is profiting and like advertising him and using for profit stuff. Oh my god, it's there. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
I'll take the A rank.
Yeah.
Dude, there's the emerald.
Why does Classic Tails talk and Classic Sonic doesn't?
I don't know.
I think it might be because a lot of people complained that Sonic shouldn't have a voice.
Pretty slick move, huh?
It's dumb.
Yeah, he always... It's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like a weird Japanese decision, what it sounds like from that end, you know?
Yeah.
Because he always kind of had a voice when it came to American products.
But now I'm free.
Thinking of like Satam and stuff. Why are you here? I forgot Charmy was actually in this game.
Oh, hey.
Sonic's expression at the end of it.
Yeah, no, just that pure, just like, huh. Final rival fight up here. There he is! The marijuana boy.
Weed man himself.
Is that really you? Are you some kind of fake sent for the Chaos Emeralds? By the way, do you hear what's playing? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yeah, you do. You have the audio on. Fucking dreams of an absolution.
Gay.
What? Where'd that come from?
Okay, so Dreams of an Absolute... Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but all of Sonic's music is outsourced. And Dreams of an Absolution in particular was written as a serenade for the singer's gay boyfriend.
Really?
And so this has spawned off a headcanon that would eventually be supported by Silver's own voice actor, that Silver is gay.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. This is why I regret not being a part of the Silver game because I would have told you that.
That's your main regret?
Yeah.
Also, so shockingly enough, this fight is better than his fight was in Sonic 06.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, I had to wait for him to pick up one more thing. Oh, he disappeared, little shit.
Give up.
No. It's like, well, I tried.
Back it up, boys. You heard the man.
Undertale.
Why was that funny?
I don't know. It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny. That was about as funny as saying Among Us.
And then hit him while he's down. He should be like street paint right now.
Yeah.
Shut up, Momo Chow!
Shut the fuck up, Momo Chow. Just break his fucking spine.
Fuck him. He shouldn't exist right now. He shouldn't exist at all.
The unfortunate tragedy of Silver the Hedgehog's existence is that his very existence means that his future is fucked.
Damn, Silver, you suck at your job. This is a really long road.
Yeah.
How big is this city? Where is the city? The city looks more like Station Square, actually, with those buildings in the background just now.
Yeah. Honestly, I honestly felt that was the intent of Sonic 06.
Of course, then it brings up the question of why do they go here in the future?
Why did they go to Station Square in the future?
Give up.
Fucking nostalgia pandering. To be fair, they did do that in that game with Wave Ocean. Admittedly, that's the main thing, though, is like, to complain about nostalgia pandering, Sonic's kind of always been doing that for years. Maybe not as much as recently, obviously, but it's kind of been in the series' DNA.
Elaborate.
Finish this. Well, for one, with Sonic Adventure had plenty of references to all those because it was the first 3D game. SA2 still had the unlockable Green Hill Zone stage. Sonic Heroes started off with a Green Hill Zone type stage. Shadow was all on its own, unfortunately.
Seems that Hill still manages to be its own original take, though.
Yeah, and not as bad as it has been in recent years, I want to specify, but they've always kind of done that. It's not really a new concept, it was more like they got worse about it. Bye, Silver!
Goodbye, Silver.
Sorry, finish.
Okay, I don't really see that as the reuse of like green beach areas as nostalgia pandering as it is just a 3D platform trope.
Well, I mean more like Sonic 06 specifically.
Yeah, certainly.
Because that was definitely in Sonic 06.
That was definitely Sonic 06.
You know what? Let's do classic mission. Vector! Wait a minute, actually, wait. I think this is the one that's funny. Okay, this is a fun stage. So this mission is, like in Sonic 3, you actually have to keep the goalpost in the air the entire way through.
Huh. That's nice.
You have a bit of leeway if it hits the ground, so it's not like too hard.
Unlike Sonic 3.
Yeah. Nope! You want to get it at a kind of frontward angle. Iblis. At least you don't need the bounce ring this time. I ran past it!
Oh no.
Yeah, so you get time. You get time added if you let it land.
Yeah.
Like stuff like this, like these kind of ideas for missions. I like these.
Just little bonus missions. I'm not very critical of reuse of stages if you do it in creative ways that are also optional.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do a mission for each stage, and just to complete the game. But it's only one. And then the rest are optional. And you get to pick which mission you do.
Yeah.
So if you want, for the just beating the game, you can technically do just the time trial ones if you really want to.
Yeah.
Which I always found those ones funny, because they still have the same exact ranking system being based off of time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, due to the nature of them being speedruns, that means, like, the D rank is technically losing. I always found that really weird.
Get D ranked things. You need to rank up your style points, Travis. I love that video.
Ah. No! No! No!
No!
My score! Ew. Yeah, maybe we kind of already may as well be a volcano.
Yeah.
Ow.
Welcome to suburban Mordor.
Sabordor.
Sabordor.
Sounds more like a city for Sabor.
Spore.
I did it. Damn it! Get back here. Oh, Sonic Boom. This is an infamous one, and I'm going to have Sonic Boom playing it for it. This is one of the hardest missions in the game.
You're going up against Vector. Whose homing attacks
It's literally just this the entire time, and it's super strict. I need Sonic Boom to give me strength. I also don't know, wait, this one has a time limit either, because you can't make it go any faster, really. Oh! It's the high up notes that are really hard to get sometimes.
Yeah.
The music stopped. Where'd the music go? Sonic Boom. What happened to Sonic Boom?
No more. That's the question many want to know. What happened to Sticks?
I just want to know where she is, if she's okay. No!
What happened?
You're going
Oh!
up against Spectre. Use homing attacks to
Shut up, Omochao!
note Spectre
Fuck you, Omochao.
senses.
Also, this is the very end of the stage.
Like little challenges like this. This is great. I appreciate using Sonic's friends in new and creative ways if you're not going to have them as playable characters.
Also, I'd like to point out that Blaze was at Sonic's birthday party, but Silver wasn't. I don't know why I find that funny.
Or that Rouge was at Sonic's birthday party, but Shadow wasn't.
They're actually making her a friend of Sonic, because she's in Sonic Prime as a main character.
She got pissy that she wasn't a part of Boom.
Yeah.
So fuck you, I'm a main character now.
What do you think of the trailer we got, by the way, for Prime?
It looks great. I admit that I was expecting more like self-referential or the multiverse Sonic story.
But at the
this
same time,
is-
we're getting a Side AM style show, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's like, on the one hand, I wish it was more like that. On the other hand, I'm also happy with them going back to that. Oh, I hate this one. I got an A! A!
Yay.
A! I'm walking here.
I'm rolling around here.
At the speed of sound here.
Places to go, man.
Gotta follow my rainbow.
This sucks. This bit sucks.
It does, it's so stupid. Tap.
Ha.
Tap. Pcha.
Please don't make him Lightning McQueen. We already have that as a terrible bit.
No, I don't want to do more Rocket.
No more Rocket.
Make it stop.
I don't want to see these fucking witches ever again.
No, I didn't mean to do
No!
Is this, wait, what is this? It's Crisis City. Wait a minute, I have an idea. That's not my idea.
Oh. Yeah, that shit. What you just did with the Classic Sonic.
That was me doing something different. I'm trying to, damn it. I have to go all the way back. Getting to the Planet Wisp mission is actually really awkward. You have to go all the way back here. Then you go up to here. Take that. And then it's here. Technically, these are the... Let's play with a B.
Oh, and do we want to talk about how Charmy B's one eye got shrunk down that one scene in Sonic Forces?
Oh, I don't like to think about that.
Again, as somebody who worked with these specific models of the characters,
You know.
yeah, I know that you can stretch them for so much expression, and they just don't.
Yeah. Also, when has Charmy ever done this? Like, been a wind god?
Nah, he must have learned it somewhere past PTSD.
In middle school.
Is he in middle school? I thought he was 5.
He's a B. Tails also is an engineering master. He's like 8.
Yeah.
By the way, I guess
Have her age retcon because having a sexually promiscuous character at the age of 17 is kind of...
yeah. I mean, to be fair, having a sexually promiscuous character in the series and all.
I mean, I get that she's supposed to be like, you know, super spy, femme fatale, that's okay.
This is a kid's game about a blue hedgehog that runs fast. I mean, I saw people complaining that her boobs aren't big enough in Prime. It's like, please, just go outside. Go outside.
Yeah. Jack.
It's like, you wonder why people make fun of the Sonic fan base. This is why. No, it's deserved. It's deserved.
It is very much deserved.
It's the same balls. It's easy, Sonic. Just slide, just. Whoop. I want it. Sweet man. Almost done with the game though. There's 2 boss fights left.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can still get plenty of game time out of this, both from the missions and also just it's a fun game to replay.
Yeah.
Like, the issue with Forces isn't that it's short, because it's technically longer than this game on a first playthrough, technically, but I don't want to play it again.
I mean, yeah, you have to play through Green Hill Zone 9 times.
Chemical Plant, too. How many times do you play through Chemical Plant?
I don't know, but I know that you have to play through Sonic Green Hill Zone 9 separate times.
So now you're fighting Ed Dragoon, but without being the Werehog.
Yeah.
What was the name of the final boss from SA1 for Sonic?
I think it was like Egg Wyvern.
It has some elements of that.
Yeah.
He also says that a lot. Time for a change of pace. Time for a change of pace. The salsa. He likes the salsa.
Say, the more the merrier.
I love how the comic preview for Frontiers has like a fake robot Eggman saying like, "Get a load of this." No way! I can't believe this. See if you can make it to here, Sonic.
See if you can make it to here, Sonic.
It's just funny that like from a fourth wall perspective, like Sonic even goes like, I feel like I've heard this before. Also because from a reading perspective, at first it's kind of like, oh, that's a fun little reference, and then he keeps saying them over and over again in the comic, and you're like, wait, something's off. Which is the point.
Yeah.
I noticed that the egg draw-in effect of the boost is still there, but it's not nearly as prominent as it was in Unleashed. Because in Unleashed, if you were boosting, you could pick up rings from like a mile away. It felt like sometimes. This is definitely a change of pace.
Wow, it's an actual change of pace.
Ow. Cheap shot.
I mean, one, if you have
never expected Eggman to play air.
True. Oh, I was about to... Oh. There we go. I'm hoping I get a finishing blow on the diving section just because it looks cool. So compared to colors, there's way more weight to the falling here.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Nice.
That's a fun fight. I like it.
Yeah.
Not quite as just pure mangled, like, unga bunga energy as the original fight, but still.
Yeah. As well as the ability to edit in other QTEs in post. I should get around to doing that.
I can't believe this. I was
He said it!
to beat you this time.
I'm sorry.
He said the thing.
He said it! Let's
said the
go
thing.
home. Let's go home, boys.
Beat this guy
Yeah.
every time.
There we
It's like a
go.
job or something.
What's Eggman even doing here? I thought you said he'd been kidnapped by that big weird thing that sent us all to this place.
Oh no. That big weird thing that sent us all to this place. Who would have ever thought?
Was kidnapped. This is getting stranger all the time.
I like Sonic games. I don't know why I said it like that.
You know this whole marathon has broken us when that statement is fucking funny.
We have 2 games to go.
It's all downhill from here.
Well, downhill implies like it's so 06 bad when it's not. It's just mediocre, boring bad. It's not even downhill. It's more or less like...
At least we had shit to talk about with 06.
It's not even downhill. It's just... There's no hill. It's just a hole.
There's just emptiness.
So this is the part where the game goes, okay, go get all the Chaos Emeralds, stupid fucking idiot, stupid idiot,
Yeah.
stupid. Eh. Eh. You can technically do it as both classic or modern. In fact, wait a minute, I want to see something. But that switching isn't nearly as fast on the console version.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was like the Unleashed loading screen. I want to see this. Look, look, classic on a modern spring. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm actually trying to remember how to get up there. Hardest part of the game.
Maybe use the spring and then move to the left.
No? I'm sure this is obvious. What am I forgetting? Must be something I'm forgetting that's obvious, right?
Yeah.
Oh! Why was it moving?
What? What?
Yeah, they were
Why
supposed. Well, it was supposed. Yeah, it's what I was thinking. Is like I thought they started moving after you like fixed them.
Yeah, that's so fucking weird. I think it's because you did them out of order.
That may be it. Here we go.
Here we are.
Emmer dudes.
Ember dudes.
Where are my Emmer dudes?
Now to go into the Twilight Realm.
Pretty much. Also, in terms of Sega, it's like there are bad things about, like, you know, like you can't weird protocol stuff. They will go back on them because they technically did for the IDW comics.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember with Boom, they actually had a thing saying like the only inventor characters can be Sonic or Tails. Oh, not Sonic or Tails. Sorry, Tails or Eggman. Whereas the IDW comics has I forgot his name, the Duck.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Yeah, Starline, and he's very much an inventor, so they clearly aren't. It's not like they
He
won't
had a little
change.
help.
Dr. Robotnik!
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind
They
as
said
to
the word.
explain, gentleman genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It would be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past.
Wonder what that line is in
After
Japanese.
my most recent setback, I stumbled
Yeah,
upon the
because like
primordial
Eggman
form of this
is
unique
always
creation,
Eggman in Japanese.
Yeah.
which I discovered had amazing abilities even I have
I don't know
never
why,
been
but I was
able to
actually
master.
surprised that they called him
It
Robotnik
could
in the movie.
erase time and space. I then had the brilliant idea to use my discovery to undo
Bye, Robot.
my
Bye, Cubot.
previous defeats.
You will not be
In order
missed.
to perfect
They're with the
I
space
needed
orb.
the help of somebody as smart as I am.
Maybe
the only
that's
person
the reason
that
why,
smart is me.
Cubot seems
Oh,
different.
you
It's an
are too
entirely different
kind, my
person.
dear future self, and I was happy to help. I captured your friends, flinging them through time to bait my traps.
But the more your monster tears through time, the more damage you do to the world.
The world? I'm going to own the world when I'm finished with Sonic.
The world is kind of an understatement, though.
It's kind of gone.
The universe.
Will I really get that crazy? We'll see who's crazy after I destroy both Sonics. Forever. You mean after we destroy them? Less arguing, more destroying.
Destroy me? You and what mustache? I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's two of me.
Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
Something about saying Sonic to a tiny hall, but it still does the sound effects funny.
Keep moving!
Move all you want. I'm still going to stump you into a blue jelly.
Oh, we're cheering you on. And I'm like, fucking do something.
Yeah. Do something!
You useless fuck.
Just like throw a rock or something.
Like, especially.
It's the end of Spider-Man 1. It's the end of Spider-Man 1. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
I don't know why New Yorkers are Mickey
That
Mouse
was
now.
just to soften you up. Now
It's because he owns Marvel, so he owns New York.
Fair.
Come on, Sonic! Smack it!
How do we get up here?
You can win, Sonic.
Like, okay, Shadow especially. You control time.
Okay, I kind of like past Eggman there though when he sees Shadow and Rouge just straight up going, "Who are they? Who are any of these people?
Who are any of these people?
Who are you people?" It looked like Sonic was in the Family Guy death pose.
Scramble some Eggman! Super
By the way, this is the Sonic 4 theme. Are you ready to fight some homing shots? I like how, by the way, I love how Omocha's like, this is a decoy spring.
We're about to fight the time god.
Decoy. Okay, wait, I'm gonna turn the volume back. I don't know why the pre-rendered cutscenes are so loud. Wait.
Music here is great. Just calling back to all the other Crush 40 songs is great.
Charge into the core.
Now we'll finish it.
Get him, Classic!
Careful, Sonic.
Switch. Go after it.
Watch out for those homing shots.
It's a walking armature. Make more than that. To defeat us.
This is a little bit of a weird fight.
Yeah. We just watched this time god monsoon his arms around.
I also am holding down.
Like a homing shot. It'll take more than that. To defeat us like a homing shot.
Looks like a homing shot. Did you know that it looks like a homing shot?
Now we'll
Looks like a homing shot.
Shut up, Shadow.
Looks like a homing shot. Be careful, Sonic.
Okay.
you'll be crushed.
Wait. Wait. I haven't done this fight in a long time.
Yeah.
It's attacking.
Look out, Sonic. Now we'll finish it.
Okay.
Sonic, can you hear me? I worked with me to modify these transceivers. Even though we're in different dimensions, you should still be able to hear us. We're gonna help too.
Finish it.
Let's take on the enemy together. Don't get crushed.
Yeah, this is a bit of a weird fight. There we go.
There we go.
Is something the matter? Like a homing shot.
Looks like a homing shot.
It'll take more than that.
You best watch out for those homing shots.
To defeat us.
Who was that?
More than that.
Oh no, it's Jason Griffin Sonic.
Oh god.
Include.
Careful, Sonic. It's a working armature. It'll take more than that. To defeat us. Switch and go after it.
Grow ho ho.
Is something the matter?
Be careful, Sonic.
That looks like a homing shot.
Is something the matter?
Almost there. Oh, come on! Like, there are points where it just won't go forward. It's what it feels like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there we go. Oh,
It'll take more than that.
now I'm running low on rings.
To defeat
Looks like a homing shot.
Yes, yes it does.
Get ready to dodge that homing shot.
Why are you helping?
Looks like time energy.
It's my off day. Don't bother me.
I don't work Thursdays. It's a Tuesday.
The flow of time will be restored.
I don't know. Technically, this fight's a bit better in the 3DS version. Like, technically.
This thing is still getting outclassed by Black Doom, though. As unintimidating and as really not good of a villain he was, he did have.
Yeah.
He did have a better boss fight.
Yeah, he gave me the inability to go up or down. There's a lot the matter right here. Yes! Yes, it does! Shut up! Really?
Prepared for those homing shots.
I have one ring following me. What? Huh?
That's a homing shot.
Careful, Sonic.
Okay, I have to hold it.
It's a homing sun.
By the way, notice how that sounds like it's Live and Learn at the start, and then it turns into Sonic 4.
That is like
Blue Ball.
Shrek the Third, where they start off mistime the immigrant song and then follow it up with a worse song.
Hot dog.
Yay.
Still warm. Time travel.
That was a story.
This is what happens
I'll
when you
admit,
don't invite
you
me
weren't
to your
half bad,
birthday
Sonic.
parties, Hedgehog.
Are you kidding? He was all great.
Holy shit, Amy killed Knuckles.
He just broke
Somebody
his
put all those gold rings. You know what? I don't know. I keep forgetting.
That's
that.
why he was the commander in forces. Amy broke his back. He couldn't move. Oh, there's Shadow.
It was great
Yeah.
teaming up with you.
And then there's
Hope you learned a
Silver
few
over
tricks
here
to
like,
help
I
you
don't
in
know
the
why
future.
I'm here.
I
Who
mean,
am I?
You know what I mean.
If I remember correctly, Classic Sonic's model has more polygons than Modern's in this game.
Yeah, and they mixed
Dude,
like
sweet. We're only
all
gonna
of the
get
different
better.
designs for Classic Sonic, so it looks
There's
like
our
nothing.
ride.
Yeah. And it's also, his stomach has a shit ton of tries.
Yeah.
They made him very round boy. He is a round lad.
Yeah.
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
Sonic, you lying bitch.
God, that was such a mistake of a line, especially afterwards.
You lying fuck.
In the 3DS version, Sonic shows up to the party early.
Yeah. Don't you love hearing Green Hill again?
Yeah. Because it doesn't sound like forces.
Doesn't it not make you want to blow your brains?
Yeah. I like how you were annoyed about it, then I mentioned forces and you go, okay, fair.
Yeah.
I think the other thing with the nostalgia part is that they keep using the same nostalgia. It's not that they bring up nostalgia for Sonic 1 or 2. It's always the same levels.
Yeah.
Like, I loved Mania's version of Chemical Plant. It's a really fun stage, great music.
Yeah.
But it's just
wish
weird
that
that...
wasn't chemical plants.
Yeah, why did they do Chemical Plant again?
I mean, among the Sonic 2 levels, I guess I am most nostalgic for chemical plant, but that
Yeah.
means nothing anymore.
I mean, if they needed more than that, but they already brought back Oil Ocean as well in that game, they could have also done maybe, instead of Chemical Plant, why not Mystic Cave, maybe?
Maybe.
That could have been fun. What else is there
Death
from Sonic
Egg.
2 that could work? Yeah, but that's kind of a final level, and that'd be like 3 final levels. Maybe overkill. I'm trying to think. Also notice how they picked Sonic 3 and Knuckles levels and not Sonic 3 levels for this game. That applies to the 3DS version as well, because 3DS had Mushroom Hill Zone.
Yeah. Again, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, definitely, that's why. Also, other fun fact, you know what's unique about the classic Sonic levels in Generations 3DS? They're just the original levels. Like, copy and pasted Act 1. And they work well because the 3DS classic Sonic physics are actually 1-to-1 the Genesis games. Weirdly enough. Like, they are perfect. But other than those levels which are just copy and paste, they don't play super well in the other stages. They don't have good level design. Like, if you had 3DS Generations Classic Sonic in HD levels, would be great.
Yeah.
But you don't, so it's sad. I'm trying to see if this is Dreamcast footage. Look at the
We'll see what
posters.
the
Look at the
end
posters.
Yeah, and analyze the posters.
I think I saw a Fantasy Star, right? So
I kind of wish that
I think
the
that's
Sonic,
Battle.
the Sonic Adventure 2 levels and all of the levels really mimic the original game, the original art styles. Like Sonic 2's Death Egg was 1-to-1.
yeah.
as
Nope,
it
that's
was.
Battle. Big would have been right there. I hate that I can tell. There's Sonic Heroes.
Yay.
That isn't the PS2 version, shockingly enough. You know, I'm surprised they never really re-released Heroes.
Yeah. I'm kind of sad about that. I know that you're not the biggest fan of it, but I still love it.
Yeah. I think I just don't have as much nostalgia for it as some of the other games. And it's a very tiring game to play all the way through. We went a little bit mad at the end of just the Sonic playthrough.
It is definitely a game that you want to, like, play
First.
through, like, the span of, like, Sonic Summer Vacation.
Yeah.
Playing it all at once just doesn't really...
Help things.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is!
There it is.
God, you can even see slowdown in this footage. God, they have the slowdown still. I mean, I'm happy they don't just pretend it doesn't exist. It's just funny to see them have it here.
Yeah.
Come on.
After this, we'll pretend it never existed.
God, the slowdown.
God.
I wonder if they got to play this. Oh my god, they had their level maxed out. Jesus Christ. But no, I wonder who they got to play this for them. Like, who had to record the footage for this?
Yeah.
After hearing the Generation versions, this almost sounds like it's missing instruments. Because it doesn't have the piano.
Yeah, it's like comparing All Hail Shadow from 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
The Shadow the Hedgehog version just feels long.
Oh, Europe!
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 Europe! Europe! Is that... I don't remember it looking like that. I feel like on the console versions it doesn't. Colors! Colors! Colors!
Colors! Colors.
You!
You!
Caillou!
Ers.
Caillou!
Caillou!
Okay, I just looked up gameplay footage of the Xbox 360 version, and it had the, it didn't have the U. So that's because it's on Steam.
Yeah.
You know what? That makes sense. You're gonna see it whenever we do Lost World. Actually, no, you won't, because I'll start to stream after it loads up. That was taken from an event. Anyway, whenever you start Lost World on PC, a PEGI logo rating comes up. What the?
Oh.
Why does it load up a title screen thing?
Oh, yeah.
What? You were the one who said you saw a door over here. Well, I know it was one of us. Shut up and keep looking.
Why is Eggman's movement good, but not the other characters? Right?
Why do you hear their footsteps and not their mouths?
I don't know. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not nearly as stilted in comparison.
Yeah.
It'll be the exact same time when you ask later. There is no time here. Let me just say that this was a brilliant plan that you came up with.
I always forget about old Eggman's tiny little cape.
Plan pretty soon. I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to forgetting it. I heard that. Do we ever win? That depends on your definition of win. Beating Sonic? Oh, well then no. That doesn't give me much hope. Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching degree. That's not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.
And thus the series never happened. The end. Professor Robotnik. Time break from Secret Rings. Look at him go. Forgot what time break actually does in this game. Oh, it actually straight up slows down time.
So what do we do?
So for that one, I'll have... I'll forget to hit the save button is what I'll do. For this one, I'll put on, just to show it off. So Supersonic in this game kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like usual, it's simply get 50 rings, which isn't very hard. But the thing is that in this game, Supersonic drains rings like a motherfucker.
It's magic armor in Twilight Princess.
Honestly, kind of. Like, let me get enough rings first. Here we go. Now look at that ring. Look at my ring count.
Oh.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Also, it just auto-plays the stage for you.
Yeah.
Like, you just fly above the stage. I've never actually used Time Break. I want to look at that. Can I get over here to equip this?
Wow.
Shut up, Tails.
Shut up, Tails.
Oh god, your voice.
I was trying to mimic the OST Sonic.
I know, but your voice, it didn't crack. It self-destruct.
Press the A button after jumping to launch a homing attack with zero.
The colors feel so right.
Oh, this is useless!
To be fair, that's also what Time Break was in Secret Rings, which was equally useless.
Hold down the X button for a boost of speed. Once the boost gauge on the lower left is empty, you can no longer use
Oh, listen to the ring sound.
Oh, it just becomes coins at that point.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the sound. Why does it sound so weird? I still baffle from There's like, I guess Forces was a lower like budget, but I feel like it's not even budgetary stuff. Some small things like his boost effect. The boost effect looks a lot better here than it did in Forces by far.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to, when we do new Sonic Forces, I want you to, we want to watch the credits and write down as many unique names as you can.
Are you making a hit list?
I think you'll be surprised just how few there are.
Oh, I know about that much at the very least, but I mean, we'll still do that. It'll be fun.
4 unique people. This game was in development for 4 years.
And it... Well, that game you mean, not this game.
Yeah.
Look at him go! I mean, look how pretty this is.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Admittedly, one thing I am sad about Forces, Frontiers, I mean, is that I think it looks better than Forces.
Yeah.
It's so nice, isn't as nice as this.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long time before Sega can get up at its feet and have a big budget games like Unleashed again.
Frontiers needs to do well.
Yeah.
I think the movie success has helped things, probably.
Absolutely.
Not only just from a budgetary perspective, but just from a people like us a bit more again.
Yeah.
Wow, I collected 50 red rings over the course of this playthrough out of 90. That would have changed the music a little bit. Splash Hill!
Not what I'm made of.
What was this one from?
It's Metal Sonic's fight.
You're right, I forgot. I always forget that because I'm used to the final boss fights having the, just the main theme.
Yeah.
What are you doing, SBO?
SPO.
Anyway, that's the end of the stream.
Yeah. See ya, guys. Late happy Halloweens. What the fuck was that?
It was a yawn. Good night, everyone. See you next time when I play again in this game.